Florence and I'm Chair of CHS Group. And
I'm Tendai and I'm a board member at CHS Group.
so we're just going to have a conversation about the importance of the board and how we need good quality board members to help us to set the right strategy, to provide performance assurance to the board in terms of how well CHS Group is meeting its objectives, and also to set the tone and nature of the culture of the organisation. So Tendai is a board member and you joined us some years ago. When did you join?
So I joined the board in 2013 after I was approached by our customer engagement officer at CHS. He spoke to me about the role and it sounded very interesting, and I also spoke to another board member who helped me understand the role of the board. And because I'm a Cambridge resident and also have used CHS services, that it was a vested interest for me to join CHS.
Very good. And so how have you found your time at CHS?
Well, challenging, enjoyable, and very rewarding, I have to say. It's quite a fulfilling role. So despite all the challenges that you have of running a diverse organisation such as CHS, it is very rewarding just seeing it pay off.
Is there anything that you wish you'd known before you got involved?
The paperwork, I wish I'd known there's a lot of paperwork involved, but I think the time commitment and the emotional investment into it, but also the one thing that I didn't know was it was going to be as fulfilling as it has been as well.
And what sort of time commitment have you had, Tendai, in terms of being a board member?
So I've taken an average of 1 day a month, I would say, between the board and being on a committee, and this has been a mixture of holiday time, and also my employers have been quite good about letting me have time off.
And how flexible have you found CHS in your working arrangements, given that you've got a full-time job?
It's worked remarkably well, actually, because that was one of the things that I was worried about, but it has worked really well because the meetings are set up in a way that allows me to work for half of the day or work at home and still incorporate a board meeting into it as well.
And so what specific skills did you bring to the board when you started with us?
So apart from having used CHS services, I've also brought to the board the finance skills. So I worked in, my background is in finance, especially charity and not-for-profit finance, and I had extensive work with housing associations. So that helped me understand and bring those skills to the table. So I was sitting on the other side of the table, whereas before I was sitting on the opposite side of the table.
And that's been invaluable to the board to be able to make really good quality decisions, because if we don't have a full range of skills, then our decision making will be suboptimal. And so Tendai's brought us a very special insight to the board and our approaches. So thank you very much for that, Tendai.
No, thank you for the privilege. It is quite, as I said, a rewarding experience to be on the board, and I would encourage as many people who feel they have the skills, or if you don't, just have a chat with one of us just to make sure that you can talk to us on the board and join the board.
Thanks, Tendai. So please feel free to get in touch with either myself or Tendai at any point to discuss this further. Thank you.